Indy movie.
This week on Indy News, did you know there was a human inside the raptors of Jurassic Park? Using an air compressor for blood-splattering effects and horror filmmaking techniques from Griffin's Halloween short film, written by a 9-year-old girl.
Hey gang, zombie Chuck Norris here. Boom, 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 boom. One, why is Chuck Norris a zombie?
Well, if a zombie were to bite Chuck Norris, as you know, he would become Chuck Norris. So I had to bite myself so I could infiltrate and assassinate the Zombie King. And two, what am I doing here? Well, Griffin wanted me to come by and celebrate Indy Mogul reaching 1,000 videos on YouTube. Now, I could reach 1,000 videos in one roundhouse kick, but us red-bearded brothers need to stick together. Nearly 20 years after the film Jurassic Park hit theaters, this video from special effects artist Stan Winston hit YouTube, demonstrating the evolution of their human-powered raptor suit. Now before you dress up like a dinosaur for Halloween, know that it was not a meteorite that killed off the dinosaurs. It was this. This week, filmmaker Joey Shanks demonstrates the power of an air compressor for creating practical blood-splattering effects. In all seriousness, I frequently donate blood to the Red Cross. It's never my own. I gotta get going. There's a hurricane. I gotta wrestle back into the Atlantic. So I'll let Griffin explain his newest short film. Thank you, zombie Chuck Norris. I just released this original short. It's a medley of 5 ultra-short films based off a series of Halloween-themed poems my wife Amy wrote when she was 9 years old. It's a quick 90 seconds, so I could submit it for filmfight.com's Childhood Nightmares Fight. And I also used it as a test film to try out a variety of horror film conventions. Humans are scared of things they don't recognize and understand, so horror films channel our primal fear by presenting unnatural visuals. That could be tilting the camera askew or speeding up movement slightly. Visuals that don't match our experience make us uneasy. Like stop motion, animating movement one frame at a time can make things look pretty unnatural. I could have taken photographs, especially if I wanted high-res images, but with only 16 frames needed to complete this turn, it was easier to keep video rolling and pick out the frames I want. Then I filled the jack-o'-lantern with dry leaves and set it on fire. Sound effects amplify the intensity. Here I use the sound of a gun chamber spinning and a flamethrower. In this shot, a light turning on is clearly more exciting with this loud switch sound. Unnatural editing also creates creepy visuals. Here I inserted a few out-of-sync frames, even an empty backplate, plus some speed manipulations to make an ordinary scene feel unnerving. All I had was a small piece of black felt, but it was just enough to create a black void for these Frankenstein monster close-ups. To create this green slop, I made split pea soup and dropped in some dry ice, making my cold soup look like it's boiling and steaming. Water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit, but it takes negative 109 degrees to freeze carbon dioxide gas into a solid. That's what dry ice is. So when it's submerged in warmer liquids like room temperature water, it's dense enough to sink and it warms up, releasing carbon dioxide gas bubbles. Don't handle dry ice directly against your skin because it's cold enough to cause frostbite. Because it's so cold, it's often used to keep food cool in transit, so my local butcher shop sells dry ice for $1 per pound. It's also possible to extract dry ice from a CO2 fire extinguisher, but that is not a very cost-effective way of doing it. On today's playlist, you can watch my Halloween short, followed by the raptor suit behind the scenes from Jurassic Park, and using an air compressor for blood-splattering effects. Finally, there's new and notable video contests from my friend Marissa. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again this Wednesday, Halloween, when I announce the best short films from the Mogul terror trials. Russell, right now, is in the path of Hurricane Sandy and already without power, so no Mogul are made tomorrow, and we'll see Russell again whenever the weather decides to calm down. So everyone stay safe out there and have a happy Halloween.